Hello my dear friends, I am Binoy. Welcome to my YouTube channel Share Tips. We have seen a heavy selling from the part of FIs and may it continue for the next week also. Even after giving extraordinary result, excellent result from the part of companies, only 3% 4% will go up, and the same day itself it will comes down because of the FIO selling in the market. But one favorable thing about Indian market is that there is a news that SIP investments in the Indian market is increasing day by day, and as per the result, retail investors, young investors under the age of 30, the investments into the stock market was increased by 48% for the last 6 months. It's a great news, and I am betting on that part of youngsters' investments in the stock market. Now more people are aware about the market, and even if 10% of the population are ready to invest in stock market, no one can able to stop the Indian markets. That's what I am betting. Okay, so even if FIs sell, DIs sell, whatever it may be, if we have support from the part of mutual funds as well as from the retail investors, our market will go another high, and if FIs come back again to the Indian market, definitely it will double from this level. So what I am saying is that those who are already invested in the stock market right now will get multi-fold returns from the stock market. Only thing we have to do is that buy fundamentally good stock and hold those stocks with patience. That's the only thing we have to do. Don't bother about the FIs selling, don't bother about the operators playing in the market. Nothing we don't have to bother about. We have to bother about only one thing. We have to find out fundamentally good stock from the market and have a mind to hold these stocks for the next 5 years with patience. If we are do so, definitely we all investors, retail investors will get multi-fold returns from this level. So many stocks are at throwaway prices right now because of FI selling. So this is a great news that SIP investment in the Indian stock market increased day by day. People are ready to put into stock market on a SIP basis because they know the potentiality of India. The economy of India is growing day by day, and India is going to be a developed country from developing countries. So actually India is an emerging market, and FIs, whatever they do go at this time, for the time being, they will come back for sure to the stock market in order to get the huge benefit. Even if FIs don't sell, after 5 or 10 years, it will be, our Indian market will grow by support of retail investors, I think so. So what we have to do is that we have to invest in fundamental good stock and hold it for a long period of 5 years, minimum 5 years. When I am talking about 5 years, 10 years, sometimes so many people are not interested to hold for so many years, but I am assuring you that people who are ready to hold this share for long term, that is for minimum 5 to 10 years with patience, is the only sector of persons you are getting huge benefit from stock market. So you can invest in companies which are giving huge dividends also. So many companies are there in Indian market which are giving huge dividends, 10 to 20 rupees per dividend giving companies are there. So sector wise also we can concentrate. So I am assuring all of you, those who are now in the stock market are the real beneficiaries of Indian stock market for the next 5 years. So please be in the stock market for the next 5 years and don't get irritated when the stock price comes down. So many sectors are right down. Here's the railway sector. First of all, actually 2 or 3 Vande Bharat train is not a development in the railway sector. The entire rail sector is going to change, and this was well known by so many of the operators and intelligent FIs, but it's not aware about the Indian situation. That's the problem. So this is just a beginning. So no, don't bother about the current price momentum of a railway stocks. We can consider this is actually not a recommendation for a particular stock in this video. I am mentioning so many stocks throughout this video. You can write down the stocks. Railways, we can consider RVNL, Railtel and IRCTC. They are very good stocks, monopoly companies. Power sector is the next great theme of India. We can select from power sector, Tata Power and Power Grid. Aluminium. In future, the use of aluminum will increase because if we are using EV vehicles, we are transforming to EV vehicles, we are transforming to trains with like Vande Bharat trains. So the aluminum usage will be increased, and the company I like in Nalco, which is in the aluminum as well as in lithium thing. Look, one more thing is that actual resources is main for a particular country. When the Arab countries have the reserve of petroleum, they became wealthy countries. So in future, the use of petroleum will decrease. For that reason, they are concentrating, divert their concentration from petrol to the travel and tourism now. Just like the future natural resources of the world will be lithium, ethanol, green hydrogen, like that, so many things. So actually it is all available in India. Fortunately, it is all available in India. So India will be the wealthiest country, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. And so many countries have to depend upon India to get these resources. So whatever it may be, whatever the politics it may be, the India have the resources, and if that resources was utilized well by India, who will be in the helm of India, not bother, if they use the resources properly, definitely India will become a developed country. I am betting on those resources. So lithium case, and Nalco is a company has get permission to mine lithium. Great result was announced by the Nalco. So whatever thing we see in Nalco is that when the market was crashing, the Nalco price goes up 20-30%. We are retail investor confused why this was happening. So when the result comes, it gives extraordinary result. So that means the information is going to the operators well before the retail investor knowing, say, hidden part of the stock markets. So as a retail investor, we are not getting any information in ahead of any result. So the only thing we have to understand is that, so I think after getting results, so many people entered an Nalco at 220 level, it comes down to 210. Don't worry, at the present conditions, by considering the profit of the Nalco, definitely Nalco will go to 400, 500 levels. So if you are the patient, hold the stock. Don't bother about, we are not getting any information right now. So the only thing the retailers have to do is that understanding the fundamentals of the company, study the fundamentals of the company in depth, understanding the management of the company if it's very perfect, and now the entering position is correct. And when we consider the technical as well as fundamentals like EPS, PE checks, everything is okay. Just invest and forget it. Don't confuse when the stock price comes down. Okay, from automobile sector, Tata Motors we all know is coming down because of some concerns regarding USA, as well as the introduction of Tesla will also affect Tata Motors. But all this is for the time being. Now the stock is traded at P ratio 6 against the industry P 20, so it's very cheap now. So sometime it may comes down to 500, 400, I don't know, but this is a stock to hold for the long term. Renewable energy, definitely India will be a space for renewable energy. I can add one more thing in that first category. I already told lithium, ethanol, green hydrogen, and renewable energy also is all in well positioned by India now. India is number one, will be number one in all this position. So America wanted they have to be number one in all the positions. That's why Trump had decided not to import anything from India and China regarding renewable sector, something like that. So that may be a drawback for the time being only. Engineering sector, we can consider so many companies are there, engines, very solid companies are there, engine sector. Engineers in this very good company, don't think about confused about the prices which comes down recently. Construction company, Ashoka Buildcon, KNR Construction, everyone given extraordinary result. Last quarter September result was perfect, 100% extraordinary result was published by the company, but there was no momentum seen in the stock price as of now. You can consider these all stock companies. And banks, definitely the pillar of India, State Bank of India, Union Bank from the PSUs, and you can consider it our favorite private sector bank, IDFC Bank. Fintech companies and database companies are next generation companies. Definitely 63 Moon Tech is my favorite. Fertilizers, chemicals is a growing sector for the next years. So many last 1 year this sector was in consolidation mode, so I expect there will be momentum in this sector for the next year. Deepa Fertilizers is a very good from the sector. Jewelry stocks, Kalyani Jeweler we can consider. From semiconductor industry, that's one more thing I forgot to mention earlier. Semiconductor industry, India is going to be the hub of semiconductor industry. So we can definitely select one or two companies, one solid company from like CG Power, and we can bet on a small cap company like Mechatronics. Ethanol is another story. We are going to add 15% ethanol in the petrol. So Balrampur Chini Mills is a good company, and logistic company. If country goes like this, definitely the sector which will grow along with the Indian economy is logistics sector. It's now there is no momentum, no buying on the logistics sector. Everyone is keeping mum on the sector, but slowly some buying was done by FIOs and TAs and mutual funds in the sector. Slowly, we don't understand, retail investors not understand anything about that. So after 1 or 2 years, it will go down the level. The main focusing sector will be logistics. So you have to be patient, at least for 1 or 2 years to hold this stock. Logistic company GDL, Gateway District Park, Western Carriers, GE Shipping is also a very good company. From green hydrogen, we all know IOC is well positioned, and IOC is a great company which is giving dividend, great dividends, 12 rupees dividend has given last year, and I expect sometime 20 or 30 rupees per dividend will be given by IOC for the next 3 to 5 years. Water treatment company is very most important. If green hydrogen is there, water treatment companies have a great importance in our economy. Water treatment is a future. We have to maintain water. Water must be very clean, very good water will be catered. So water treatment company like VPRPL has given extraordinary result last week, but there is no momentum in those stocks. I am very much bullish on VPRPL. The target of VPR may be 700 above. Then Vatak Babak is my other favorite stock. I already given multi-bag return to all my investors. And brokering and other companies, CDSL is deposit participants and broker firms. We can select number one broking firms for the sector. Angel One is a very good company. So these are the sectors and stocks to be watched out for the next 5 years. So if you find out great stocks, fundamentally good stock from these sectors, and ready to hold this for the next 5 years without bothering about any momentum, hold this there and keep mum for the next 5 years. We all will get 3x to 5x return from this level. We all will become the crorepati's. So the main point in this video is that about the retail participant in the stock market. So it's common sense. If retailers will come to stock market, I think 70-80% of the retailers is not aware about the stock market, but they are ready to enter into the stock market. In that category people, they will invest in the stocks they know. Whatever stocks we are recommended, they will buy it, but anyway they will build at least 10 or 20 shares of the shares they know. So the companies which was well known by the public who is not aware of stock market, you get a great chance. For example, if a person approach me and tell that I don't know anything about stock market, so please help me. And after talking, he will say that we'll ask how is SBI, how is Tata Motors. So he know about the stocks. So I think this type of stock which was well known by the public, great fundamentally good stocks, reputed companies in there which is well known by the public. Other companies will be known to public only after they enter into the market. Before they enter into the market, these all companies are much aware to the public. So this company had a choice. This is just a common sense. You also think about that. According to my view, some retail investors will ask me about ITC, Tata Motors, SBI, HDFC Bank, IRCTC, LIC, then oil marketing company like BPSL, HPC, IOS, etc. So I think they will buying come from the part of retail investors to these companies. Even they invested in other companies they will at least buy 10-20 shares of the company they already know. And you please comment on my video about this. If any other stock had leave that the public was much aware about that particular company, even don't have any knowledge about the stock market. Okay, so it's a great important point. So I feel Tata Motors, SBI, LIC, IRCTC will company will give a great return for the future for the next 5 years. So as usual, I am not a SEBI registered analyst. So please have your own study before taking push to the company. If anyone is new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Please pass my videos to friends, relatives, like my videos and comment on my videos always. And don't forget to comment the names of those companies which you feel the public is much aware before they coming into the stock market. Okay. Thank you very much for the patient listening. Thank you.